Good. Jackson mentioned that it's been great playing with you. You wish that he could have you around another year. Just what has it been like as you perfected a little bit playing with this group of guys?
I've been really thankful for the opportunity that I had to play with these guys. Through the ups and downs, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I think we have a great group of guys in there, and they've meant the world to me this year.
And I guess to go off of that, what does it mean to have one more big time opportunity with this group?
I'm fired up for it. I think our guys are fired up. Definitely as an offense. We have a big challenge for us in a couple of weeks, and we'll be excited to play.
You knew this was your last year coming into it. Does it kind of feel weird, like finality of college careers coming up here in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, it is. It's different. Bittersweet for sure. But yeah, just looking back on all my experiences in college, I'm really thankful. I'm really blessed for everything I've been through and all the great experiences and relationships I've made. I wouldn't change anything I've done.
Did you put any thought into sitting out the bowl game? Did that ever cross your mind?
No, that wasn't an option for me.
I'm sorry, you mentioned ups and downs of this year. What are some of the strongest memories that you'll take from this season, both maybe the victories and maybe some of the disappointments?
We obviously had some really high expectations for ourselves, and we didn't meet those things, but that's 95% of college football. Everyone goes out in the season to win their conference and win a national championship, and there's only one per conference and one in the whole nation that went to the Natty. So just taking those things, it's I guess it's difficult because we didn't accomplish those things, but we had some really big wins for this program. Getting the Axe back and those sorts of things. So those were really great experiences for myself, but also I think a big building block for the program, especially with recruiting and what Coach Vic is doing here. And so I'm happy for all.
You mentioned the Axe. I'm just curious, those last two games, you guys went in 5-5. How much did that change just the way you feel or view this regular season?
Yeah, winning those two games, big rivalry games at the end of the year, it definitely makes us feel better than if we didn't win those. It would not be good. The vibes would not be very high if we didn't win those two games. So I'm happy that we could get it done, and those two games were some of the most fun football I've ever played in my life. So I'll always remember those.
Do you see the bowl game as another chance to prove yourself as a quarterback at a high level before you go out?
Of course. I think every game that I prepare for is an opportunity to showcase who I am. But I'm ready to play again with my guys.
You kind of seen through your career how bowl season and the month of December has changed. And what's it like kind of preparing a team when day by day you might be losing guys and just kind of changing pieces around?
Yeah, the whole atmosphere around bowl games has definitely changed. Obviously it's an opportunity for guys to get in the portal and go somewhere else, or opt out for the next step in their life. So it is a little bit different than maybe 8 years ago, 9 years ago. That's the nature of the beast. I'll be ready to go with whoever we got, and I'm looking forward to it.
What have you seen from Trench? Maybe a little more opportunity, but what stands out?
I think he's a gamer. I think he, just being a true freshman and not getting here till the summer, it's kind of hard to get the playbook down and get all the communication stuff squared away. But he hadn't really missed a beat. You stick him in there and he just makes plays. So excited for him.
What physically? Because he's not a big guy, but Will Pauly was saying that he sees some similarities in his own game, just quickness, coming out of cuts, things like that.
Yeah, I think Tretch just has tremendous football speed.
Okay.
I don't know what his numbers are or whatever, but when he gets on the field, he just has speed against anybody. So excited for his opportunity. I'll be looking forward to seeing him ball out.
Sure, they brought in another transfer quarterback for next season. What advice would you maybe give Tyler? I don't know if you've had a chance to talk to him or not, but just
I talked to him. I don't know how many. Does he have just this year left?
Yeah.
Eligibility. Just soak it all in. really embraced the culture of this place. That's what I told him was so special about Wisconsin, is like the number of really high character guys in that locker room and guys who really care for each other. You know, the family atmosphere is actually, it's real here. Everyone preaches that, but it's a living thing. I mean, after football games, all the families of the entire team are all tailgating together. That doesn't happen anywhere else. I can almost bet anything on it. So, I mean, I think that's just really special, and people root for each other and want each other to do great. So, I just told him it's a special place to be.
When you talked to him, was he seeking out your opinion before he had made his decision?
I talked to him. Yeah, I talked to him before he made his decision. I hung out with him a little bit at the Manning stuff last summer, and then my head coach at SMU my last year was his offensive coordinator at Miami his freshman year. So we had that mutual connection. But yeah, I mean, I just told him what I just said.
Okay.
So on the flip side of that, talking to Tyler, then you see others in the room right now, like Braden, Nick, Cole. Like, what are you telling them when they see, you know, an experienced quarterback decide to transfer in?
Yeah, I mean that's just it's a tough situation for everybody. That's the nature of college football right now. It's you know, it's crazy. It's the same scenario I had coming here. But I mean, I think Braden does everything the right way. I think he's gonna have a tremendous career in front of him. And then, you know, Nick and Cole, they both bust their butts, and yeah, they're gonna find success at some point, in some way. And so I'm excited for all of them to live out their dream. I'll always be rooting for them.
When you see a guy as physically talented as Nick is, like what we saw in practice, like where do you think the next step is for him to be able to put it all together a little bit?
I mean, he obviously has the physical traits. He's very, very gifted athletically, and I think it's just maybe experience and time, maybe reps, just gaining that stuff and getting under his belt, just making him more comfortable in future situations. I'm not saying that he's not comfortable now, but I think that helps with anybody.
Tanner, as a young quarterback in a loaded quarterback room, how do you kind of gain that experience or those reps without maybe having those physical opportunities day in, day out?
I think you have to show everyone, to the coaches and your teammates, how serious you are about, you know, being the starting quarterback here, taking in a leadership role, you know, going the little extra mile just here and there, and you know, I think forming relationships with everyone on the team, knowing that you care about them, and so whenever the time comes that you need to jump their butt about something, they know that you care, and there's you know, a place of love that's coming from, and people respect that.
What stands out about LSU? What makes them so difficult to play against that you've seen on tape so far?
I mean, I think the obvious, that they're very athletic, very fast. They kind of just put their hair on fire. They're a good defense. So I mean, we're excited to play them. They do a lot of things really well.
You're working with a different center now. Tanner Mordecai had chose to opt out. Is there any difference, kind of, especially with, you know, you kind of getting the few weeks to get adapted, work with Jake or whoever might be the center?
Yeah, Bort was, you know, one of the top centers, I think, in the nation, and you know, Jake's done a really good job of stepping into that place. Jake's been ready all year. He came in the spring with the expectation of him being the starting center, and I think that his confidence hasn't wavered. He'll be ready to go for his opportunity. So I'm excited to see him.
Anything else for Tanner, guys?